Okay, if you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel, but let's get right to it. True Detective Season 3, HBO. I watched the premiere, and I have to say that I really enjoyed the first episode. Now, that being said, it goes against everything that I've always felt about this non-linear storyline telling. They appear to have taken a page out of This Is Us, and the show takes place in 3 time frames. It takes place in the Ozarks, and the detectives, the 2 detectives in this particular storyline are investigating 2 missing children, which of course it opens up Pandora's box to all sorts of crazy stuff. So Mahershala Ali plays the lead detective, Wayne Hayes, and I have to say, like, just watching the first episode of this show, I like this better than I liked Green Book. Now, I liked Green Book for what it was, but as far as acting goes, Mahershala Ali, this is going to be like, he's going to get Golden Globes and stuff like that for this role in True Detective for next year. I mean, it's going to be in the bag. This guy's really good. So he plays the lead detective, Wayne Hayes, and then Stephen Dorff, which I was happy to see in this. He plays Ronald West, which is his partner. And I haven't seen Stephen Dorff in a long time, but he works all the time. Like, I just don't catch a lot of his work. I've always liked him. If you remember Blade and things like that back in the day, the guy's just, when he shows up to work, he brings it and he does a great job. And I think this is probably one of his best roles as well. There's just something about this character that I like, and I'm sure as the season goes on, he's going to get more shady as the season goes on. So Carmen Iago is in this, and she was in the Fantastic Beasts series. She plays a school teacher and like a possible love interest that turns into Marshallah's wife later on into the show. You kind of get these nuggets through the time jumps about where it's going with her. She's a published author. She starts off as a school teacher, ends up writing a crime novel based on the particular case that they're investigating. Scoot McNairy is in this thing, and he was in 12 Years a Slave, and he was also in Batman vs. Superman. I kept looking at him because he's got this, 80s mustache, or late 70s mustache, and he wears a ball cap, and he looks scruffy, and he looks like someone from the Ozarks, which is where the show takes place. And I couldn't put my finger on him. I was like, where have I seen that guy before? And then it was Batman vs. Superman. He was the nut job who lost relatives when the buildings came down after General Zod and Man of Steel fought, and then he bombed the courthouse. He was in the wheelchair and bombed the courthouse with Lex Luthor's wheelchair. Anyway, really liked him. And then Ray Fisher's in this, another Batman vs. Superman Justice League guy who plays Cyborg. You got some DC Cinematic Universe people in here, which is kind of cool. Ray Fisher does a great job playing Mahershala Ali, Wayne Hayes' son, in the flash forwards when he's old. And look, I gotta say, the old man makeup, the practical effect old age makeup on Mahershala Ali when he is an old man is probably some of the best I've ever seen in the film industry. And I've got friends that actually do this in the film industry, and I got to look at the credits and see who the special effect makeup people were in this, because they were fantastic. And the way they age in the 3 different time periods, all the characters, they do a fantastic job. So, just looking at it from that aspect, you have to enjoy good craftsmanship. They shoot the whole thing in the Ozarks, and I did a little snooping around, and they did. It was the longest production ever to shoot in Arkansas, and they spent more money than any other production that's ever spent money in Arkansas, according to the Commerce Department for Arkansas. Because, like the show The Ozarks shoots in Georgia. and they double it as the Ozarks. So right away, I'm watching the movie and I'm going, or watching the show, and I'm going, oh, I wonder if they actually shot this in the Ozarks or if they shot it in Georgia, because like everything's shooting in Georgia. But no, they did. They went all the way there, and they were legit, and they did a great job. Nick Pizzolatto, who is the creator of the show, season 1, season 2, season 3. He is directing, I think it's like episode 3 or 4. So I'm interested in seeing that. This is his first directorial debut because he's been a showrunner and a writer. He's going to act as a writer and showrunner with 2 other writers on the show this time around. I would say, and it's also executive produced by Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey, which is kind of cool because, you know, obviously they were in the first season of the show, which by far is the best version of the show so far. Will they hit or have lightning strike twice with this season 3? It's starting off really good. I'm only in episode 1. So I hope it keeps this pattern, because I'll be honest with you, like when I started watching True Detective season 2, I think I fell off at like 3 episodes in, and I was like, this is just, I couldn't, you know, and I was so hyped because the first season was so good, that I realized that this is a separate contained story for season 3, but I'm really enjoying where it's going. I already have my ideas of who the suspect is, and it's all about these 2 kids that get kidnapped. They were riding their bicycles and they get kidnapped. And so there's a lot of whodunit and a lot of things where they put a nugget here and a nugget there where you think it's this person or it could be that person. I kind of have a hunch. I think I know who it is, but like this show and like the season 1, you really don't know where the hell this is going right now. So I'm going to sit back, I'm going to relax, I'm going to enjoy it. The cinematography is great. The settings are great. The acting is great all around. Not a bad performance on the show, which is hats off to the director. And just everything, the feel about the show, it just feels really real. And so that's really exciting for True Detective Season 3. So if you like this video, you could give me a like, share it on social media. What did you think about the first episode? Don't tell me anything or spoil anything going forward, because I don't think I'm going to spoil this show so much. I think I'm just going to give my reviews periodically. I'm not going to do every episode. But if you like this video, like it, share it on social media, and we'll see you on the next video.